This is Caitlin. She fell in love with Rory.
After my husband Aaron passed away, I found love with his brother. I have gotten comments online about our relationship saying, oh, that makes me sick.
I thought it was a little...
Am I my brother's keeper? What was it? Abel, where's your brother? Am I my brother's keeper? How should I know?
weird. My first thought was, how would Aaron feel? I knew he would not like it at all. He would not be happy.
Did you feel guilty?
Thank you. Who wants cereal? Whoops. Aaron and I actually met when we were in elementary school. I was 18 when I started dating him. So when Aaron...
Who do you think is more in the wrong, though? It gotta be the brother, right? It gotta be the brother. You got a fake dog? It gotta be the brother, though, right? Like, how do you get sucked off by the same mouth? That's just where my brain goes immediately. I don't know if that's right or wrong or whatever, but how do you comfortably get sucked off by the same mouth that your blood brother got sucked off by? How do you feel comfortable entering inside the same vagina that your brother was entering inside of? He gotta be the little brother. Right? I feel like that's more of a little brother thing than an older brother. I don't know. Either way, that's weird though. Like, I could just tell by the way she touching him and shit. Like, that's just... I mean, I guess if she had kids with his brother and it's like, you know, it's easier, you know, you're their uncle. It's like, you know, and you're always here. You know, when he died, you were always around helping me, helping the kids, and things just happen. I mean, I guess I could have empathy for the situation, potentially. But, you know.
I was 18 when I started dating him. So when Aaron and I first got together, we abused prescription drugs together. Ooh. And then when I got pregnant, we both stopped. Then after, like, when Cam was like 6 months old, we started using pills again.
Ooh.
We moved on to harder drugs. We would just like fight a lot when we were getting high. Like, we would turn into different people. Like, it was really not healthy.
So when Aaron and Caitlin were together, I definitely was not very fond of her. I just didn't really trust her.
While we were using,
I mean, for good reason, I guess.
Our personalities changed so fast, and the things that we did were so out of character for ourselves. In 2015, we were stealing from people. We were doing whatever we could to get high, and it was just terrible. So I decided that I really wanted to go to rehab and get help.
Amen. Good for you.
While I was at rehab, I could hear it in his voice that he was still using every time that he called me. I just revoked the consent so that they wouldn't tell me when he was calling. I just could never imagine like not being with him. But then once I was separated from him and I was at rehab, I was like, I think that I would be okay if I wasn't with him. But I never imagined the whole situation flipping. A week before I was supposed to get out, I got the phone call that Aaron had overdosed and he passed away. Close my
1993, so that nigga's 7 years older than me, and I'm 24. He was 30. Well, that was 9 years ago, so he was 23, right? Or 22. 7 plus 15 is 22, right? Yeah, damn.
My eyes back then, even if we weren't together right in that moment, we were eventually going to be together, I thought. I know that I did what I had to do to protect my own sobriety, but it has been hard to like kind of deal with the survivor's guilt of that.
I would never have imagined getting a phone call that my younger brother died. On top of losing a brother, I felt very bad for Caitlin and Camden. Camden was a huge concern of mine. Just didn't know what his future looked like without having a dad, you know what I mean, and everything. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Rory actually called me, and it was just so weird. I was not expecting his voice to remind me of Aaron so much. It was such comfort. Like, I was like, oh my God.
I guess the conversation I had with Kate was met with a type of different side of her I hadn't seen before, compassion and understanding.
Rory started to come to visit me and Camden on the weekends, and that's kind of how we started getting closer.
Yeah, you visit your nieces and nephews on the weekends, you bringing over groceries, you know, you cracking jokes, he's real good with the kids. He reminds you of his brother because he is his brother. You know, it just makes sense. You know, it's not like she's going to be necessarily looking to date with kids, and it's like, it makes sense. I mean, when you think, it would be a little bit differently. It would be a little bit different if he died in a car crash or something. He overdosed, so it's kind of like, you kind of took the L on that one. Like, you fucked up. But if that was me and I overdose, I feel like I would want that, low key. Like, it sounds fucked up, but I would kind of want that. I would want my kids to be around my brother. I would want my lady to be happy. I would want my brother to be happy. I fucked up the whole situation. That should have been me. That was my life. I fucked it up. So they making the best thing out of a bad situation.
Grammy's here, yay!
First, we were kind of both hesitant on letting our relationship be known to our families.
Hi, Maggie.
We didn't want them thinking that like we didn't care about Aaron.
Can you guys go play for a little bit?
Hi, son.
I'm gonna do it one more time.
Go play. Me and Jess, we've always gotten along, but after he passed away, we clung to each other even more because I was the closest thing to Aaron.
I never, ever, 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 ever would have thought these two would end up together. I thought it was a little weird.
It is weird.
Is that a good word? My first
Yes.
thought was, how would Aaron feel? I knew he would not like it at all. He would not be happy. But
Going though.
after
going.
Rory and I had a conversation about it, once I looked at it the way he was looking at it, you know, and you can't help who you have feelings for. You just can't. She was part of our life. She had Camden. She was always going to be around anyways, and it's not my determination who my kids are with. As far as my grandson's concerned, I thought it would be great because Rory and Aaron were raised in the same household, so they had pretty much the same values. So I knew that with her being with Rory, then Camden would be raised with the same values that Aaron would have raised him with.
And what values did he? Is that a good thing? I don't know. I'm not trying to. I'm just asking. I don't know. Is that a good thing?
Camden was really young when his dad died. He was only 2. And when Rory and I got together, he just took on the position of like the dad role for Camden.
I had mentioned to Kate about me talking to Cam to see if he wanted to call me dad. And Caitlin was completely okay with it. Ended up just kind of asking him like, hey buddy, I know I am your uncle, but if you want to call me dad, I would love that. And you could definitely do that. And his face lit up, and I've been dad since.
Since they have all the kids, I think they've both definitely grown a lot. They've come into who they are. Caitlin's definitely come a long way.
Well, I still am a drug addict in recovery,
But what?
technically. But yeah, I know.
It's a lot different.
I think that we had a lot of obstacles to overcome together. And that was a lot of mental work.
Did you feel guilty?
I think, yeah, I struggled. Had questions about whether or not we were making like the right decision in being together. But like
The right decision for who? Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. If I'm dead, y'all don't have to make no decisions on my behalf, bro. If I have a wife and I die and she on the nigga body, bro, I gotta chalk her up to the game from the grave. That's just what it is. You know, if she's happy and it's my brother and they happy, bro, I'm literally dead. I don't give a single fuck. I couldn't give a fuck if I tried. I'm dead, bro. Y'all gonna die too. Live your lives happily while y'all here on this. Don't be thinking about niggas that's dead. Damn, what would Mike think? Mike's dead. Who gives a fuck? Niggas is dead. It ain't like I'm dead, but you not gonna die. Like, no, you're on a clock too. My clock, like, that person's clock expired. You're on the clock, buddy. You might want to not use this time to think about people who don't have no time. You might want to use your time however you see best to use that time.
Rory said Aaron wasn't an option, and that was the only person who I cared about's opinion on that matter, really. I have gotten comments online about our relationship saying, like, oh, that makes me sick.
Yeah, like an Uncle Daddy or whatever. And I like to correct him. I say, it's Dunkle. It's not Daddy Uncle or Uncle Daddy. It's Dunkle.
So you embrace Dunkle?
No, I'm totally being a smart. But the negativity doesn't do anything to us.
So you felt happy to be able to call him Dad?
Yeah, because I'm lucky that I have a dad.
I'm just happy to, like, have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're good for one another. Almost 7 years in, we have proven to be a great team and create a beautiful family.
If you had a message for Aaron, what would it be?
Kate and Cam are good. Just because Aaron's biggest concern was always Kate and Cam. So I think he would be happy to know that, of all people.
If Aaron knew about this now and seen what we've been through and where we are today, I think he would be very comforted that somebody's there and that how you guys are doing.
Yeah, I think he'd know
In theory, I
where we
guess.
started and where we've come.
All right, everybody, look right over here. Big smile, big smile, big smile.